Jim Carrey has played various iconic villain roles over the years, from the Riddler to Count Olaf to the best of them all, Dr. Robotnik from the Sonic the Hedgehog movies. While the first film is just okay, seeing Carrey return to his original roots elevated it from being a passable kids film to a pretty enjoyable ride. Although some of his lines aren't written the funniest, Carrey knew how to make them work with his signature delivery.
Tell him his men report to me now, blah, 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 blah.
You just sit there and be you. Sless.
What do I look like, an imbecile? Of course I want a latte. I love the way you make them!
In spite of his zaniness, however, Carrey still took the role impressively seriously, never losing sight of the fact that he's still playing the villain. He had a legitimate presence to complement his antics.
Anyone who attempts to aid an enemy of the United States shall suffer death. And if I'm the one that catches you, it'll be even worse.
The second film is a major improvement over the first, and Carrey's performance undeniably followed suit. With a more faithful look, higher energy, and a maniacally unhinged demeanor, Carrey truly stepped up his game for the sequel.
My game is next level.
Once again, he's convincing as a legitimate threat while also getting tons of laughs along the way.
Day 243 in this. Portobello Purgatory.
First Green Hills, then the universe, then the multiverse, then who knows? Maybe I'll be enough.
Which means x squared times the hypotenuse of y squared divided by the absolute value of friendship equals Dookie!
It's sort of like comparing Willem Dafoe's portrayal of the Green Goblin in the original Spider-Man vs. No Way Home. Both versions are entertaining, but you can tell one was allowed to go even further than the other. Honestly, if Dr. Robotnik turns out to be Carrey's swan song for acting, it would be a fittingly madcap note to go out on. His performance fully recaptures what every fan loved about Carrey in his heyday, which for me was a glorious thing to behold. I always love seeing what faces he makes, how exaggerated he delivers his lines, and how authentically he replicates cartoon-like movement in live action. Few actors can keep the same shtick going into their late 50s without seeming stale and/or unconvincing. Carrey pulled it off incredibly well though, and made it feel as fresh as ever.